Journey through the desert night. Act I, the desert bus. Samuel boarded the rusted bus as the sun dipped below the horizon, leaving a canvas of bruised purples and melancholic blues. Long shadows danced over the cracked asphalt, while a soft desert rain whispered musically against the windows. The scent of damp earth mingled with the fragrant sage lining the road, lending unexpected sweetness to the air. Samuel carried a small duffel worn from many journeys, and a thermos of tea, its earthy aroma soothing his senses. He settled into his seat, wiped the rain from his face with a calloused hand, and closed his eyes. His lips moved silently, whispering a prayer to the shepherd of his soul. Each word was a plea for safe passage through the desolate night, casting light on unspoken regrets that gnawed at his conscience. The bus started with a groan, and as it rumbled into motion, his fingers brushed over the thermos, seeking its warmth. He murmured into the tender night, "Lord of mercy, guide my steps. This burden feels too great for my weary heart." A stranger's rosy through the night, its headlights cutting through the dense darkness, like a ship's beam across a midnight sea. Occasionally, the silhouette of a cactus, or the flicker of a lone star disrupted the monochrome panorama inside. Passengers remained silent, bound by an unspoken pact, forged in the shared intimacy of a journey through the night. Their faces washed in dim and flickering light were a tapestry of untold stories and silent dreams. Next to Samuel sat an elderly woman with silver hair pulled back into an elegant bun. Her face bore the gentle lines of time, a testament to decades of laughter and tears. She bent down to retrieve a weathered Bible from her pack, its leather cover frayed from years of loving use. She opened it with reverence, offered Samuel a gentle smile that seemed to hold years of wisdom, and spoke softly, "My son, a verse for your journey. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." The words wrapped around his heart like a comforting embrace. Soothing his restless soul, Samuel handed her the thermos with gratitude, watching steam curl into the cool, shared air. Their shared warmth seemed to echo his earlier prayer, a divine reminder of his request for guidance and strength. As dawn's light stretched across the horizon, the rain ceased its gentle patter, leaving the desert air crisp and cool. The sky transformed from deep indigo to soft rosy hues, promising a new beginning. Samuel awoke to the gentle rocking of the bus, a feeling of anticipation brewing in his heart. The woman's verse lingered, an insistent call to action. He knew he must confess the hidden truth, despite the fear of rejection and misunderstanding. The courage that swelled within him felt like a quiet divine nudge, urging him toward honesty and redemption. With a deep breath he prayed, his voice a whisper amidst the waking passengers. Holy One, grant me the strength to be honest, to lay bare my soul in truth. Help me speak with love, expecting nothing in return. His heart calmed, assured that the Lord of mercy was with him, threading peace through his tightened anxiety. Later, when the bus stopped in its final destination, Samuel stepped onto the firm ground, into the desert's vast embrace. The air was fragrant with the scent of mesquite and creosote, a vivid reminder of resilience and the Lord's grace. The vast sky mirrored his own sought-after liberation, a canvas for his newfound clarity and purpose. Words came easier now, unburdened by fear. Seated on a well-worn bench in the shade of a lone mesquite tree, he pulled out his phone and dialed the number he'd avoided for too long. Brother, he began, his voice tender yet firm, fortified with the truths he had long withheld. There's something I need to tell you. Truth flowed between them like long-awaited rain, nourishing the parched ground of their relationship, washing away the guilt and paving the way for renewal. It was a restoration of bonds once thought lost, woven anew with the threads of honesty and grace. first light of dawn kissed the mountain road, casting a pale gold hue across the winding path. Shadows stretched long, whispering secrets of the night. The air was crisp, a reminder of winter's grass. Despite spring's promises, Jonathan walked slowly, his steps a pilgrimage toward a truth he had long avoided. The morning silence was profound, broken only by a distant bird call or the forest's soft rustle. Each step seemed consecrated by the stillness. Nature whispered ancient secrets to those who dared to listen. Holding a letter he never intended to send, Jonathan felt its paper worn soft by indecision. The road promised clarity, yet within him churned a storm of uncertainty. He paused, inhaling the cool air, hearing the distant echo of his father's voice, strained like a forgotten melody. A yearning to be heard, to reconcile the silent years, swelled within him, urging him to his knees on cold stone. Lord of mercy, he began, his voice a whisper mingling with rustling leaves. Guide me through this path I seek, your wisdom to mend what's broken. The wind picked up swirling leaves around him like an embrace. In the tranquility of that moment, he felt God's presence near. Listening, Jonathan rose, resolve coursing through him, his spirit fortified against uncertainties ahead. He tucked the unsent letter into his jacket, a testament to his prayer. The unsent letter, the journey continued under nature's soft murmur, each step resonating with the earth's heartbeat. Jonathan's thoughts turned to the unsent letter, each line a dance of regret and longing for the father he once knew. He imagined the letter carrying the weight of unspoken truths. His heart ached under unresolved emotions, a symphony of longing and hope resonating within. As the path narrowed, he paused against a tree, its branches alive with spring buds. The tree stood as a witness to his tumult, offering support without judgment. Here, where life began anew, he found solace in prayer. Shepherd of my soul, he called out, longing for guidance. Help me to serve quietly and well, to let go of pride and reach out in humility. A gentle breeze caressed his face, whispering hope Its coolness was balm to his weary spirit. Jonathan closed his eyes, sensing a shift within. Divine hands peeling back his heart's layers. Psalm 23 danced through his heart, a living promise of divine shepherding, assuring him he was never alone. Each word was a stepping stone across turbulent waters, leading him toward reconciliation. He felt an urge to call his father, to bridge their chasm with love and humility, to weave their relationships torn fabric with threads of grace. A turning call. The climb grew steeper, the mountain demanding more, yet Jonathan felt lighter, a burden lifting with each step. The sun was a golden crown on the horizon, its rays urging him onward, a reminder of new beginnings. He took out his phone, his hand trembling over the familiar number. His heart pounded with anticipation. Would his father answer? And would the chasm be crossed? With each ring he breathed a silent prayer. Holy One, give me courage to speak from the heart. Let this call be a vessel of your grace. When his father's voice came through, gruff yet warm, Jonathan hesitated. The unsent letter, a specter between them. Words finally stumbled out, uneven but sincere. The conversation unfolded, not as between strangers, but as dialogue between souls bound by history. The chasm bridged by vulnerability and hope. Each exchanged word receded, the past shadows replaced. mountain road wound under the pale dawn. Winter holding tightly, yet whispering of spring beneath the frost. Ellie moved along the path, clutching a crumpled, unsent letter intended for her estranged father, a plea for reconciliation. Her steps crunched the leaves, echoing her inner turmoil amidst the silence. Ellie knelt on cold stone at the summit, the letter held to her heart. Lord of mercy, she whispered, her breath melding with the morning air. I'm lost, and I can't do this alone. I need your guidance. Her prayer, a thread of faith, rose silently, seeking transformation and peace. In the silence, she felt a gentle nudge in her soul, a promise of renewal, like the first bud pushing through frost. The burden she carried lightened, shared by unseen hands. A flicker of hope ignited. A distant call, returning home. Morning light softened the world, lightening Ellie's heart despite the letter's weight in her pocket. Back in her kitchen, the lamps glow underskirt the divine whispers from the mountain. She tried again, pen trembling over a fresh page. Father, she wrote, I've missed you. I want to mend the broken pieces. Her words built a bridge over their divide. Tears blurred her vision, but she continued. She prayed, surrendering her worries. Shepherd of my soul, grant me courage and peace. Help me bridge the distance between us. The courage to act, the letter and headed to the post office. The air had slightly warmed, a promise of life in the breeze. Each step was guided by her shepherd towards a hopeful touch. At the post office she hesitated, the letter tight in her grip. Her father's distant image loomed as unyielding as the mountain, steadying her courage. A gentle conviction enveloped her, warming her spirit. I am with you always, echoed in her soul, a sacred reminder of divine presence. Resolved, she handed the letter to the clerk, watching it join others, a symbolic act, marking both an end and a beginning. She exhaled deeply, feeling liberation wash over her. Ellie emerged into sunlight, inhaling hope. The uncertain path ahead was now interwoven with healing, faith and newfound courage. The world, vast and inviting, seemed ready to welcome Holy One. In my moments of doubt and fear, be my guiding light. Grant me strength to seek reconciliation and wisdom to act with love. May your peace be the compass of my soul, leading me towards the dawn of new beginnings with grace. Amen. quiet whispers. The chill of the night clung to the city streets, weaving through the narrow alleys and brushing past the window panes of the small homes etched with frost. As I step through the shelter's creaking wooden doors, the crisp air left a fleeting touch on my skin, turning my breath into delicate plumes beneath the dim street lamp's glow. Inside, the shelter was more than a refuge. It was a beacon of warmth and light, spilling over from the windowsills like a comforting embrace. The earthy aroma of stew mingled with whispered conversations, creating a gentle hum that filled the room. My lantern flickered softly, its amber glow embracing the tin pots and weary faces like an old friend. Tonight the air carried a heavy silence, a palpable yearning for God's grace that hung over the huddled masses, seeking respite from the biting winter cold. My heart sank as I noticed a missing blanket, a silent accusation wrapped in absence, a need yet unmet. Seeking solace, I withdrew to a quiet corner, the worn patch of carpet beneath my knees, a sanctuary of its own. Kneeling in reverence, I breathed a prayer. Lord of mercy, my words a whispered plea beneath the shelter's hum. Provide for those without, guide my hands to serve tonight. My voice, though soft, resonated with the quiet conviction of a seeking heart. As my prayer echoed through the stillness, a subtle warmth seemed to seep into the room, a gentle embrace of hope that felt as tangible as the light streaming through the windows. Determined I rose to serve, letting gratitude fill the spaces where lack once lingered. As night thickened its hold, the shelter transformed into a symphony of simple kindness. Tasks flowed seamlessly like a well-rehearsed liturgy of compassion. I moved among the guests, serving bowls of steaming soup, allowing smiles to bridge the gaps where words failed, a dance of small miracles in every shared glance and gentle touch. Yet the absence of the blanket gnawed at my consciousness, a quiet lament woven into the backdrop of the night. The sight of a young mother caught my attention, her child cradled close against the cold. Her gratitude was present in every nod. Her shivering form, a silent petition for grace. God, how can I fill this void? My heart turned prayerful, sending a silent plea upward, trusting in the divine to weave a solution from the threads of our need. As if in answer, Mr. Jenkins approached, his presence as reassuring as the steady tick of time. His gaze dropped to my feet, an understanding unfurled between us, a humble offering, my bridge the gap left by the missing blanket. My shoes, sturdy and warm, could serve where they were most needed. A fleeting hesitation fluttered through me, a momentary resistance that died away upon the recollection of Psalm 23. Its familiar words guiding my wandering thoughts back to a place of trust and surrender. I knelt again, my surrender now silent, heavy with the weight of hope. Shepherd of my soul, grant me courage. With fingers fumbling in the dim light, I untied my shoes, a small act of surrender, offering warmth to bare feet in need, placing them beside the mother and her child, her eyes widened in astonished gratitude. A gift unanticipated, a blessing unspoken. Her whispered thank you stirred a warmth within me, deeper than any garment could provide. Barefoot, each step on the cold floor was sharp, yet every contact sacred. A reminder of Christ's path, forsaking comfort for the sake of love. The chill of the night air no longer bit as I stepped outside, as if even the winds had been tamed by unseen hands. The first rays of dawn began to tease the horizon, painting the sky with hues born of hope, etching grace across the heavens. I paused as Shepherd's Call. Act I, the flickering flame. The seminary chapel was steeped in a profound stillness, a sacred hush that seemed capable of quieting even the faintest of whispers. The air was dense with the fragrance of melted wax, the candles standing vigilant like guardian angels along the ancient stone aisle. I sat in a solitary pew, nestled in the embrace of time-worn wood, my hands restless upon the familiar fabric of a well-thumbed Bible. Inside me, a turbulent storm of unanswered questions brewed, heavy and relentless. The theological pursuits that once ignited my passion seemed now to trail into the shadows of doubt, echoing back without solace. Father Benedict's serene presence had always been a balm to my tumult. He knelt beside me, eyes gently closed, sculpting his face into a mask of peace as his lips moved in an inaudible dialogue with the divine. The chapel lamp flickered above, casting gentle, dancing shadows upon the walls, a tender reminder of God's eternal light, one I longed to feel but could only observe from afar. Inside, a chasm widened under the weight of uncertainty, and from its depths emerged a single desperate plea. Lord, are you truly here? The days rolled by like countless grains of sand through an hourglass, an endless river of time that felt stagnant, heavy with the cloak of silence that hung over me. Doubt clung to my every move, casting its unyielding shadow upon each step I took. One evening, cloaked in the solitude of dusk, I found Father Benedict alone in the chapel, his figure silhouetted against the muted glow of the altar. The marble floor was chill beneath me as I approached, its coldness seeping through my soles, anchoring me in the present moment. Father, my voice quivered as it cut through the silence, barely above a whisper. I can't seem to hear God anymore. Father Benedict's silence was profound, a deep enveloping well that drew me further into its depths. At long last, he spoke, his voice a quiet, steady resonance that seemed to vibrate through the very air. Listen not for answers, but for transformation, he advised, his eyes locking onto mine with a compassion that bordered on the divine. Allow the silence to reveal what must change. His words fell upon me with the weight and clarity of truth, a mantle both heavy and liberating, a realization unfurled within me, intricately woven with threads of guilt and hesitation. I had held my doubts so closely, like an old, tattered cloak that I had left no room for God's voice to penetrate. That night, within the sanctuary of my room, I found myself kneeling beside my bed, the floorboards creaking softly beneath my weight. Moonlight spilled through the window, splaying across the floor like liquid grace. The night air sharp and brisk against the lingering warmth of the day. My hands clasped together, fingers entwined and trembling slightly. I began to pray. Lord of mercy, I am lost in my own understanding. Help me to see you, to feel your presence. Tears traced a path down my face, each drop carrying with it the weight of my struggle and yearning around me. The silence morphed, growing deeper, enfolding me in a sacred stillness that felt alive. A gentle stirring brushed through my spirit, a whisper from the divine. Let go. In that moment, clarity dawned. It was not about dissecting my doubts, but releasing them, creating space for faith to breathe anew. I inhaled deeply, the crisp scent of the approaching night mingling with the lingering memory of candle wax. Now a comforting presence, rather than a reminder of my distance from God. The turning prayer the next morning arrived with the sun's rays breaking through my window, flooding my room with their gentle golden light. Returning to the chapel, the air remained still, its peace a soothing balm to my weary soul. I knelt before the altar not to seek answers, but for something far more profound, courage. Holy One, I surrender my fears to you. Guide me, transform me, make me new. Within, I felt a profound shift, a lightness replacing the burden I had so long carried. The chapel's warmth seemed to permeate my being, stitching together the fragmented pieces of my soul. Rising from the pew, my footsteps echoed softly, a gentle symphony, as I stepped into the light streaming through the stained glass, vibrant with promise. Outside, I found Father Benedict in the garden, tending to the earth with quiet reverence and silence. He handed me a small cross, the cool metal pressing into my palm with the weight of a promise. I understood this gesture, a reminder of the transformation that comes through surrender and faith.
Lord, you are my shepherd, leading me through valleys of doubt. Grant me the courage to own my mistakes and the strength to hear your call. Transform my heart and guide my steps.
Light in the attic shadows. Act I, whisper of winter's breath. Sarah Simmons stood in the attic, breath misty in the cold air. The The winter wind howled, rattling window panes of the old house. Dust motes danced in the small window's light, casting an ethereal glow over stacked boxes, silent reminders of the past. She opened one, brushing dust from her late husband's hymnals. The scent of old paper pulled at her heart. A floorboard creaked beneath her, a reminder of her cold loneliness since David's passing. The shadows pressed in, heavy as her grief. Lord of mercy, help me find the light in these shadows, she prayed softly. Her words lingered in the silence, carried on the wind like a plea to the divine. Eyes closed, she let quiet cradle her soul, waiting for God's comfort. She felt it, a whisper through a memory, a time when light filled her life. A hymn in the attic. As morning light crept in, Sarah noticed a lamp in a dusty box. Its tarnished surface called to her amid trinkets and letters. She wiped it clean, feeling warmth, a reminder of community she had avoided. Encouraged, she placed the lamp on a crate, fingers trembling as she searched for the switch. A click and the light flickered, banishing shadows. A knock at the door startled her, heart quickening with curiosity. Coming, she called, newfound resolve in her voice, strengthened by attic light. Downstairs, her neighbor, Mrs. Rodriguez, stood rosy-cheeked in the cold. "I brought you Christmas tamales," she said, offering a basket warm with the aroma of spices, an offer of companionship. "Thank you," Sarah replied, moved by the gesture, though her heart remained guarded. She traced the lamp's polished surface, a symbol of her journey toward light. "Shepherd of my soul, guide me," she prayed quietly amid cinnamon and corn scents, realizing the divine prompt to step out of isolation into community brought her peace she hadn't felt in years. Stepping into light. Later, as the wind painted frost on attic windows, Sarah hummed a hymn tethered to church memories with David, her heart lighter. The lamp symbolized hope in darkness. She felt a divine nudge to name her shadows and share them rather than carry them alone. That evening, heart aflutter, she dialed Mrs. Rodriguez, her pulse quickened. "Would you like to come over for tea?" she asked, her words trembling but courageous. "I'd love that," came the warm reply, erasing Sarah's fears. As she hung up, isolation's weight lifted. The shepherd of her soul had shown her a path through darkness, illuminated by friendship, reaching out, letting others in, kindle dormant hope. The attic felt lighter that night, shadows retreating with her choice. The winter wind whispered outside, while her heart, once burdened with grief, now hummed with serene purpose. Holy One, light of my path, guide my steps through shadows, grant me courage to embrace community. Let
whispers of distress. In the dim glow of the ER's fluorescent lights, Emily sat hunched over her reception desk, surrounded by the steady ring of telephones and the rustle of feet against sterile tiles. The emergency room was a cacophony of life at its rawest. Cries of pain, the whir of machinery, and urgent murmurs of medical staff in transit. Her fingers encircled a chipped mug, steam rising in thin spirals from her fourth cup of weak coffee, the bitter aroma mingling with antiseptic to form a scent that was both familiar and numbing. Each call, another name, another urgent need, each life a story breaking through the thin veneer of routine. At times, names blurred into a single, continuous plea for help, unending and relentless. Emily fumbled with the lamp on her desk, adjusting its beam in a futile attempt to chase away the almost tangible fatigue clinging to her. Her shoulders drooped under the invisible weight of responsibility. As the calls poured in, she closed her eyes briefly, whispering a desperate prayer under her breath. Lord of mercy, help me remember their names. Let none go unseen by you. Her heart ached with the weight of each life, each story spinning through her hands like sand, impossible to hold, each grain a testimony of human fragility. As she spoke the prayer, an unfamiliar calm washed over her, as if a gentle hand had rested upon her weary shoulder. Her fingers ceased their trembling, steadied by a peace that transcended the chaos around her. She inhaled deeply, the air filling her lungs with reassurance, and she returned to the phone with renewed focus, feeling the presence of grace in each breath. The threshold of surrender. Hours slipped away beneath the relentless fluorescent glare, and Emily found herself staring at the clock as if time itself were some impenetrable fortress. The faces passing by her desk blurred into indistinguishable shades of desperation and pain. Each encounter was a reflection of human suffering, and yet she felt her resolve dissolving into the floor, her spirit waning with each moment. Another shift, another name forgotten, another human lost in the crowd. This haunted her heart. In a rare moment of respite, she stepped outside, the cool night air a balm against her flushed cheeks. The wind carried the scent of rain, promising renewal, and the night sky was cloud-wrapped, void of stars and yet full of promise. She touched the cross pendant around her neck, its weight a reminder of a covenant unbroken, heavy yet comforting there. Beneath the dark canopy, Emily sank to the ground, her knees pressing into the earth as she prayed a second time. Shepherd of my soul, she began, her voice cracking under the strain of unshed tears. I am lost, take this burden of guilt from my shoulders. Show me how to see your children, truly see them in their suffering and need. In that quiet communion, she was met with an unexpected urge, a nudge to let go, to release the burden she clung to believe, truly believe, that love indeed keeps its promise. The urge was a whisper of God within her, urging her to trust once more that He is the keeper of all souls. Her heart lightened, tears mingling with the soft rain beginning to fall, washing her clean of doubt. She stood, clothed in newfound courage, the darkness now a canvas of infinite possibilities. The gift of sight. Re-entering the warmth of the hospital, Emily felt the air around her hum with a vibrant energy, as if imbued with the spirit of hope she carried within her. She approached her desk, the familiar chaos unfolding, yet with a new clarity seeping into her soul. The lamp on her desk burned brighter now, cutting through the shadows of weariness that had plagued her. As people moved past, she looked into each face, her eyes seeking what her heart had before overlooked, a reflection of the divine. She approached one young man, his posture slumped, eyes cast downward, a picture of quiet despair. Hello there, she greeted gently, her voice a soothing balm against the harshness of the night. I'm Emily, what name can I call upon when I pray for you tonight?
For the first time she saw him, truly saw him. And he shared a soft smile, the first of the night, a fragile glow in the dark. "Daniel," he replied, his voice barely above a whisper, yet filled with the weight of hope. Through the evening, Emily repeated the gesture, and her desk transformed into a beacon of hope, a lighthouse in the stormy sea of human suffering. The ER's noise remained, a constant backdrop. But now the names she gathered were etched onto her heart, offerings brought before the Holy One in prayer, each one a soul enveloped in divine love.
Lord, you guide my weary soul, anoint my eyes to see as you see. May love fulfill its promise through me. Keep me in your light always. Under the weight of silent skies, act I parched earth, feel stretched under a relentless sky. Crack like old parchment, the sun's glare scorch the ground. Each fissure a silent cry for relief. Farmer Tom stood at the edge of his land, his hands rough, his back bent by toil and unfulfilled hopes. Shadows danced over dry soil, whispering tales of forgotten hearts. The once vibrant fields were now silent as dusk wrapped the world in twilight. Tom's heart mirrored the earth beneath, barren, cracked, and thirsty for more than water. With a deep sigh, Tom sank to his knees, the dust rising around him. He gazed upwards at the heavens, a watercolor of oranges and purples mocking the desolation below. Shepherd of my soul, he began, his voice raw with fears I've tilled and planted, but fields remain empty. Effort feels like a false weight. All I ask is for your rain, your blessing. Show me how to carry this burden. He paused, eyes closed, heart open, listening for a whisper, a sign, divine direction in the silence. But only silence answered, a testament to faith untested. Nightfall brought a respite from the sun's tyranny and eased Tom's restless heart. He gathered with his family at the small wooden table, faces illuminated by an oil lamp's dim glow, casting soft shadows. The meal was humble, but the spirit of grace flowed abundantly. Their prayers a tapestry of hope woven into the night air. After supper, Tom stepped outside the porch, creaking under his weight. He knelt under the stars, their light cool and compassionate. Holy One, he called, his voice a thread connecting heaven and earth. I fear I've tried to control what I cannot. Teach me to let go, to trust your providence. Let your will be done in these fields in my heart. Guide me, Father, to see what only you can see. In that stillness, a warmth cascaded over him, subtle and sure, a silent whisper echoing in his heart. His surrender was the first true act of faith, a seed planted in the barren earth of his soul, now swelling with promise. In days that followed, Tom found renewed purpose, his heart lighter, steps more assured. He worked the fields by day, his spirit buoyed by surrender and divine assurance. Each evening he prayed with his family, their voices an offering of trust and hope, faith rising to the heavens. One afternoon, as the sun began its descent, the sky darkened, clouds a prelude of grace, shadows lengthened, anticipation in the air. Tom stood in the field, the first drops cool against his face, a gentle kiss from the heavens. It was a soft rain, unexpected yet longed for, a promise kept. He lifted his hands, witnessing the earth drink deeply, a resurrection of hope in the parched land, a testament to unanswered prayers in divine timing. Closing prayer. Presence in our times of need. Teach us to surrender our burdens and to trust in your wisdom. Guide our steps as we walk in faith, and let your love rain upon our hearts. Bless these fields and our lives with your abundance. Thank you. The silence of forgiveness, act like the winter of doubt. Winter's chill seep through the stone walls of St. Mark's Seminary. I wandered the echoing halls. catching my inner cacophony. Clarity eluded me amid my doubts about my path in life. The day's lectures grated against my bones, and the bare branches outside scratched incessantly at the chapel windows, the wind conspiring to unsettle me. Desperate for solace, I slipped into the dimly lit chapel, hoping for warmth and peace. The flickering sanctuary lamp cast a soft glow over the wooden pews. In the front row sat Father Thomas, serene and untouched by turmoil. His tranquility highlighted my unrest, hesitating, feeling like an intruder in a sacred space. With trepidation I knelt beside a pew, trying to calm my restless mind enough to pray. The words were hesitant, raw, stumbling from my heart as I whispered, Lord of mercy, are you truly calling me? Or is it my pride? My questions lingered, fragile echoes of my plea, but the only response was the creak of old wood and the mournful winter wind, leaving a chill in my soul. Father Thomas' silence was a gentle nudge to listen with my heart. His presence was a testament to unwavering faith, like a lighthouse amidst a storm. The shadows lengthened, yet he remained unmoved, a sentinel of trust and devotion. I lowered my eyes, weighed down by my questions. Days later I sought refuge in the library's shadows. Father Thomas approached, offering no instruction, only an invitation. Join me in the chapel tonight, he said, his voice a steady echo of a well-trodden path leading somewhere safe. That evening, as spring whispers battled winter's grip, I returned to the chapel. The air was still, candles burning resolutely. We sat in silence that spoke louder than any sermon. And instead of questioning, I listened. The spring of surrender. Weeks passed, and with each silent evening in prayer, I thought under the Lord's gaze. One night my mind quieted enough to hear a new truth, a gentle prompting, a whisper of hope. Let forgiveness mend the bone. It seemed to say, I realized my doubt was a fracture of unforgiveness, unforgiveness towards myself, a storm within. I tried to shape my identity with brittle self-reproach, convinced of my unworthiness. It was time to let go, to allow the divine potter to
was a surrender, a tide retreating, leaving the sands renewed, ready for grace. The summer of transformation, as the chapel filled with summer's warmth, I felt change within, a budding resilience akin to spring blossoms. My steps grew lighter, my heart attuned to divine grace. A melody the soul hears. Father Thomas offered a gentle smile, acknowledging my transformation through prayer and listening. With renewed strength I embraced seminary tasks, not obligations but a calling. Each moment a sacred opportunity to serve and grow. The Lord reached into my